College athletics.
And to me, that's just a lifted 2-3 zone that rotates into like a 4-around-1 zone.
Boston offensive rebound championship in the SEC. Didn't seal it. Kentucky already had it, but he was really coming on. Out right now with a calf injury. Nice play by Clark now running the point. Did you hear the call, Jimmy? Vegas?
Vegas, yeah. And what does Brandon Boston do? He breaks off of the door.
That ball tipped away. Nice work getting on the floor once again is Cameron Fletcher. Boston playing with a little bit of foul trouble.
Shots. They struggled shooting the ball last year, and so far this year, that ball's not dropping at a high rate either.
Preston Spradlin, their fourth-year head coach, who spent 5 years on the staff here at Kentucky before going over to Morehead.
Came out of the game in the first half. Kentucky with a plus 17, I believe, rebound advantage in this game, which is about what it should be over a smaller Morehead team. There's that zone again by Morehead. Kentucky has cut it up really well.
Wednesday against Morehead State. He's got the first 4 points here today against Richmond. And now a miss and a run out, and it is Boston slamming it home.
Now there's that
side of the bubble before everything shut down.
I think they were, and I think they're good enough to win a game, if not 2. And I know they're picked to win it this year. St. Louis, my gosh, you talk about grown men. They won last night.
Francis trying to go coast to coast, too strong off the glass. And again, he's down, and again it's 5-on-4 for Kentucky. Boston scoops it up and in. How about that? And he gives it right back. Good hands by Terrence Clark. Ahead of the pack, Boston. And he finishes over Golden. They're in the Evansville Bradley game.
Tough shot. Tough.
Gets it back from Askew. 12-footer from the baseline won't go down. Weak side rebound. Boston has it taken away. Gets it back and finishes.
Yeah, some guys fight
on the offensive end. Nice crossover by Boston. Challenge, follows, and I think
terrific talent.
Vince did not play at all last year because of injuries, was the starter the 2 years prior to that. Follows up. Listen to all the yelling and hollering you could hear, Dick, because there are no fans in the stands. The coaches, the assistant coaches, the players themselves. Boston with the drive. Off the glass and good. And
he goes after the ball laterally as well.
Jackson with 11 rebounds and 6 block shots. He averaged almost 8 blocks per game last year as a high school senior. Boston with a drive, absorbs a little contact with 23 on the night, 21 of them in the second half.
There's been a coming out party for Wilson. He's been a star of stars in this game, along with Jackson from Kentucky. Now good shot selection's important.
Yeah. Boy, there's a lot more dribbling than passing.
Oh, wow. Teams out of the gate. First 3 is launched. That's an air ball. Georgia Tech has been brutal from the field to start this one. And a 3, and 1 drops. So that's for Georgia Tech on defense.
The ball's got to get below the free throw line extended, and something good will happen.
Asking speaks
in high school. Yep. Right now, to me, just does not look ready for this big stage of Kentucky basketball that they play on.
Better ball movement.
There's a steal. Easy basket for Boston.
This sets up the offensive glass. And one thing they're very good at, too, is rebounding and kicking out. Sarge got this guy buried. Well, that's enabled that to happen on the point of attack here. Shevsky might be able to get a lob at some point.
Boston's for the free throw line.
There you go. Early drag screen, get to the rim now.
Boston for 3. It's good. Brandon. The average is 22 and a half. Boston for 3. It's good. Rattles it home.
Off the bounce. Davis in the lane. R.J. Davis through contact. Zard keeps it alive, and now Mintz runs the catch.
Nice look.
Yeah! Boston finishes the thing because he was hanging in the air.
We're looking at the bench for a call right now. Empty side, one-on-one.
Boston off the bounce and floater. Wow. Rips it away. I mean, it is a fight underneath the rim.
I don't know if Toppin had a jam that. I think he had a layup easily with the rim protecting him.
Boston step back. took a foul. Sharp banging with Ware. Gets through, couldn't finish. Mintz, eyes up. Outlet to Boston. Cats on the run. Boston attacks.
The offense come from for Kentucky? I know where it's planned to come from Auburn because Sharif Cooper is responsible for 90% of the offense. For Kentucky, we don't know. Good.
Let's ask you. Boston 3. That looked good.
It's at game speed. The SEC comes at you long and athletic with long closeouts. You got to be able to create separation. And right
Sender got it back. Good ball movement. Sets up a baseline jumper. Offensive rebound. Boston with the
some of their wings to the post to be able to score against taller players because they're strong.
turnover that time on a crossover by Fagan. Sarr to Boston. Boston, there's
Transition. Does a great job of making himself available. One strong dribble is all he needs to finish.
Kentucky has missed all the shots from behind the arc, but starting to heat up with the mid-range game, particularly.
Shot any time in the possession. You might as well move the ball, reverse it, make the defense work.
Wise, of course.
But you know what? They're not the only blue blood struggling this year because North.
Coming up on 7 minutes left to go from Stegman Coliseum. Boston.
Timeout, looking to drive it. I like it. Now you might. Now you're gonna. You know what you want your team to do. You got to attack.
Georgia looks like they're going to play for the final shot. Wheeler with 5. Wheeler all the way. Rejected.
Here comes Kentucky. Askew, Boston. LSU will press a lot, which they did there, but Kentucky was able to get through it. Boston's 1 for 1. He's 2 for 2.
Easier to start the second half. LSU or Kentucky? I'll answer the question. It's been LSU.
Boston foul and a basket.
Absolutely. No flip shot. Take it with strength. Know the contact's coming. Don't worry about it. Put it on him last time. All indications are McGregor's in the best shape of his life. Nice to see it.
It's back on the floor. So the 2-point guard operation, which worked really well, but LSU got out of that press that they used in the first half, and it didn't work at all. Oh, a flip shot.
But he wins the battle up top. When it's right here, boom, the battle's won right there. Monte Smart doesn't dig down hard enough. Keep that dribble penetration out of the lane. And
Kentucky shooting off a little bit here in the second half. Watford and Thomas have been great. No one else really has. Smart's 2 for 10 from the floor. Days was 2 for 6.
And they were beating them to the basket for layups.
Yep.
So it's very difficult to defend them.
Boston aggressive.
Alabama, what about Sexton as well?
Yeah. Petty deep into the paint, left hand, that misses. Herb Jones, if he can score 10, he's on his way to a triple-double with his assists and his rebounds. He missed that layup.
And they show some patience here offensively.
Nope, Boston, 23, Isaiah Jackson, the shot-blocking machine. Boston's first 3 tonight.
yeah, had Saw for an easy alley-oop, Robbie, right?
Yeah, he had him and he had Jackson.
All he's talked about. Attack, attack, attack. We saw on the whiteboard, I want to play inside out tonight. Kentucky so far, they've driven it in. They've thrown it in, being the most aggressive.
Cade Cunningham, yep, all freshmen, averaging just over 16 a game. He's at 16-4. But Boston's in there making a play. Isaiah Jackson blocked. And a run out ahead of the field. Boston now 1-on-3.
Kentucky has the talent to play with those teams. They don't have the talent to beat those teams. The freshman class, stay physical with him.
Boston rises.
Shooting the ball much better. 38% from the three-point line and also an offensive rebounder.
Boston with an ankle breaker. Can he step back and hit it? Into Auburn. Spread it.
Look underneath. Good look.
They hedge on a double kick. Boston.
Or if you can.
Mintz.
Nice look.
Cutter. Sarr wasn't expecting it. He saves it. Boston off the ball fake. Step back check.
You got numbers.
5-on-4 here developing for Toppin. Give it up. Brooks on a kick. Boston to 3.
Bullseye. Because you noticed how Kentucky was the weak side, slid across the floor. He was double teamed. He knew he had to go with it though.
Boston.
Mintz was banged up during the week, a freaking injury rule where he came down on his O there. Good ball movement. Boston hierarchy. It shows you since he arrived on campus and got into their basketball program just how far he has come.
Considering they gave up 101 earlier this week to Arkansas.
Boston, that time he was wide open. Moss buries a three. DJ Boston's once in the act. Oh, that net.
Well, Reggie Miller cut across the top right there and a pin down on the weak side. Kentucky's running good stuff right now.
They free Boston up, the screen, and he knocks it down. He gets.
Yeah, I say Kentucky's running good stuff because they got to the third option that time within the possession. They had a cut across the top. They had a post-up option that wasn't there. And Carl, I've been impressed today with Kentucky, how hard they have cut in this game. And that's another reason why.